Welcome, everyone, to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Miners will kick it away to start us off. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes when guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the UTEP Miners offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Gets it to him on the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, on that 3rd down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Miners! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Trying play action. And they're not on the same page there. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to throw for it. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Now adjusting. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Got his man! And they're able to get him on the ground. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. And the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from and takes it in. Touchdown, Nevada.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Might be looking to run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a...
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete, and they had everything they wanted, and he just threw an awful pass. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Nevada. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He holds one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Miners will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP!
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field choice. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with his back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays. And he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Forced out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Perkins. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It is good. The lead down to just 3, 20-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone.
Wide open spaces. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll field it close to the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit.
Number 13 on the field goal.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air, it's Nelson. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Niners. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the returner is stopped. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Motion from the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Robinson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Makes his man miss. And they swarm him under.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground. to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Miners send out the punt unit.
That's why it's so important for them.
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And it worked. If he can get the first down. And the return team was not on high alert, and they paid for it. The fake picks up the first down. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Miners decide to, and they'll fake it again. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it. It's a first down. Timing is everything, and the timing of that fake punt call was perfect, and it winds up being a touchdown. How about the punter, the king of the athlete on the football field, able not only to kick the ball away, but also with brilliant arm talent.
Who says punters aren't athletes? I do. But that was a really good play right there. Heck of a job, heck of a disguise, heck of a throw. Probably going over to the quarterback saying, hey, bud, you see that? Punters are athletes too, baby.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But
and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Nevada will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Got it near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punch. And really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are...
There he goes! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UTEP!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Just keeps moving. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Nevada, 24.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ferguson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Slithers into space. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Tracy. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Looking to buy time. Slings it downfield. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Bringing it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Collins. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play score. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, and he wants to throw. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Nevada just needs a few inches here on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Scanning the field, it's Collins. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Nevada. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football. and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Miners are marching down the field. He wants to change this route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you.
Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Working that left side. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Nevada going quickly.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Looking for his man. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. Byers on the move. He makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Nevada! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Military stun.
They'll try the run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides the back on the option, the give. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Quarterback extends the play. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. No good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Dropping back, it's Collins. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either...